Also, they have one more work, that is safety, healthy, means health and environment rules and the guidelines. So the use of appropriate personal or the protective equipments are required. So whatever the equipments for the health, for the safety, they need, the organization need, the manager have to arrange that. One second. So the now we are going to see the role of manager, or sorry, the challenges for the manager while working in the organization. So what are the challenges? So one by one we'll see. The manager who has to manage an organization information system that faces many challenges. So what type of challenges they face, we'll see one by one. Managing in changing and dynamic environment, so means taking the decisions. So whenever they are using any information system, new information system in the organization, so they need to cope up with the earlier environment. So they need to match the environment as well as the, whatever the new information system is going to be included in that organization. So at that time, taking a decision, that is the most important challenge in front of manager. So they need to take firm decisions while working on the information system. So dealing with the issues as well as taking the decisions. So what to keep in mind for the manager? So need of in moment and the issues that will arise in the future. So they need to decide. So managing in changing and dynamic environment. So sorry for the disturb. So keep in mind what is the need of moment and the issues that will arise in the future. So they need to face this type of a challenges. So issue faced by the modern manager who deal with the chief information officer. So it's typically that is any organization who has responsibility, means any organization, if they have responsibility, then who is responsible to manage that information, that may called as a information system manager or chief information officer. So this is typically a person, a human being obviously, and any organization who has responsibility of deploying and maintaining the information system. So they have responsibility of deploying and maintaining the information system. So that is the main work. So challenges are what information system to build. So the number of challenges in front of information system manager. Here you can see what is the information system to build, how much to spend on information system, what level of a capability should be created with the information system, how centralized should the services bar, what security level are required, and what is the technology roadmap for the organization. So these are the challenges faced by the information system manager. So one by one we'll see what information system build. So the information system server many purposes and objectives. Means for the information system have the many purposes and objectives, and manager has to determine which need in organization has to be addressed. Manager should know about what is the need for the organization. So they need to identify the need for the organization, and which is to be managed by the information system server. So identifying the need and then prioritizing needs. So that is the first task for information system to build. So whenever any information system is to be built in the organization, at that time they need to consider this type of a needs. So they need to identify the needs for the organization or requirements, you can say, and then the needs are to be prioritized. So which will be fulfilled first by the information system. So this type of a thinking needs by the system manager. So this type of a thinking, this type of a challenge is to be faced by the information system manager. So for example, here the firm may want to monitor its sales activities. Suppose there is a firm and they want to monitor the activities, ongoing activities in that organization and in that firm. So the manager has to decide whether the need can be indeed be fulfilled by the new information system. So what in that case, what is the use of information system manager? Means what is the role of information system manager is they find out whether at how level the new information system is to be fulfilling the requirements of the firm. So if it is fulfilling the requirements, then whether the information should be inbuilt, whether the information system should be inbuilt or not. So this type of a thinking is to be needed for the information system manager. Okay. So many types of a system keeps the track and provide the information on sales activities. So you can see many organizations are there in a day-to-day life. They maintain the information about the sales activities. Okay, so you are getting the phone from different types, different number of sites, as well as from delivery, means from where you are buying the products online. So from there you are getting some calls, and they are maintaining your information about, means what is the name, your phone number, your email ID, and you are getting the mails as well as you are getting the messages. So this type of information system needs to be maintained in a sales activities. So the challenge for the manager is to determine which will be the best suit firm needs. Means they need to determine what is the best for the firm. So though there are many number of information system activities are there, but they need to decide how this information system, new information system, is useful for our firm. If there are many number of options you have of information system, then that manager have to decide which information system is good for their organization. So that is the big challenge, to decide the information system in front of system manager. Okay. So what information system to build? So they should be clear about what our organization, I mean system manager should clear these things, what organization needs, then prioritize that needs, and then they can build that information system in the organization. Okay, so how many number of options are available and which you are going to choose. So this type of a challenge is faced by the information system. Again, how much to spend on information system? So whether the system available in the market. So there are so many number of information systems available in the market. So which type of a, means it is differentiated through price and capabilities. So system available in the market in different price and capabilities. So they have different prices, as well as now manager have to decide how much he willing to pay for the information system. So if they are in budget, means information system, it is in a budget, then they can pay and they can spend the money on that. They can buy the information system and built in their organization. So it will be considered how much competitors are spending on similar. Now see, this decision is to be taken by the system manager by comparing with the other organization system. So competitors are spending, if they are spending some money on that system, then, and it is compared to how much they can spend, means our organization can spend on that information system. So this comparison they need to observe, and then they can take the decision. So this information available from the industry. How they will get this information? So this information is available publicly. Okay, so that maybe they will get the information from other industries if ever they have used this type of a information system in that organization, in their organization. So they will get the information from there only, otherwise they will get the information publicly, which is available for the financial information. Again, the manager often decide on worth of investment. So now, how much to spend on information system? That means now they have decided that this much money they can spend, an organization can spend on the information system. Now, by spending that money, how much benefits they are getting? They will get. How much benefits they will get from that information system? They have to think on that. So the manager often decide so worth of investment by assessing if returns on the investment is appropriate. If they are getting the returns appropriately, then they it is beneficial to invest money in that information system. So they need to think, means manager need to think about the whatever returns they are getting from investing the money in that information system. So are you getting, means how much to spend on information system and how to decide information system. Gaurav Patil, do you have any problem? Gaurav Patil, unmute yourself. Gaurav Patil. Hello. Am I audible? Gaurav Patil, do you have any problem? Am I audible? Now, drop the message in chat box. Am I audible? Yes. So, is it clear how much to spend on information system? So that is the big challenge in front of information system. So, in information system manager, they need to decide how much to spend. So that is the big burden on manager, information system manager. So is it clear? Means you have to pick the, means manager have to pick the market price as well as whatever other organizations have spent, they have spent on this information system. They need to compare with those. Then they have to decide the value. Then how much the organization willing to pay for that system, it is already decided. So is it in a budget or not, that is also decided with this manager, and then manager invest in that information system. So how they invest? If they are getting the, if they will get the returns, better returns at that time, if they are getting the appropriate returns, then they can invest that money. But they have to decide it before they are building the information system in the organization. So on the basis of reviews of other industries, they need to decide. What is the time? We have drop your roll numbers as well as listen the points also. So next, we'll go to the next point. So What is the manager's role? Okay, so manager. Now third, what was there? The third point, that is the information system. It was what level of capabilities should be created with the information system. So capabilities. Manager have to decide the extent of the information and the questions to be considered for the sale of the information system are. So following are the questions they need to consider while they are deciding to choose this information system for the organization. So should the system support the entire sales and the marketing team of the firm, or should they support the particular departmental activities? So whenever you manager need to involve any information system in the organization, they need to first observe this whether this system supports the entire sales department marketing team, or is it limited to only for particular department. So should the system, second one, should the system include collecting data from the providing the report. So should they include collecting the information and providing the reports or not? Again, third, should the system be available through the internet or should be made available through the internal organization? So these points should be clear before you invest in the information system, before manager invest in the information system, before manager should take the decision. So all these points, all these questions should be clear. Whether whatever information system you're using, whether it supports the entire sales and marketing department, any department is there, whether it is supporting the whole department or any particular department. Don't leave the meeting, otherwise I will make absentee for the students. Please don't leave the session unless I say here the session ends. So should be the system be available through the internet or should it be available through the internal organization? So this question clearly identifying by needs of the priorities of the system as well as it is against budget. So budget is to be decided according to this. The priorities are also to be considered. Also keep in mind the issues and the scalabilities. So this type of a challenges are to be faced by the manager. Third one, that is how centralized should the service bar. So whether the information system, Nitish Bharose, mute your audio. So centralized facility is a single large information system. So where the information system is going to be involved in the organization, you can make it as a centralized, whether the system supports the centralized facility or it is a decentralized system. Means whether it is a centralized system or decentralized. Centralized, that means it is used by the all over the departmental employees. That means a centralized, and decentralized, it is maintained by the functional department only. It is run by the functional department, any one department. You can keep in mind it is used by the personal department, means functional department. So centralized facility that serves all needs of the organization and has employee, they can access this information. They have also, it is necessary whenever the information system is centralized at that time, they should have the skilled employees so that they can run the large facility. So they should have the capability to run this organization. Managing the centralized system is easier and it can be developed, deployed by the many divisions and the department in the organization. So here we'll end the session. So if you have any question, please drop the question in a chat box. Till then, I repeat all the points we have covered. Drop your roll number in chat box and don't leave the session unless I end. So this session, what we have seen, The challenges for the information system manager, they need to maintain the environment, they need to take the decisions, so they need to firm on the decisions, as well as whatever issues arises in the future, they need to consider that issues. They need to think over on that issues. So who is responsible for managing the information system? One can say the chief information manager may be there. So they are responsible. Nishant Bhalera. Yes. Nishant Bhalera, do you have any question? Hello. Nishant Bhalera.